talk. Hey, welcome to I Want to Talk. This is a little preview, well, an intro, I should say, not preview, an intro to my conversation with Carrot Top. Tape rolls, we just start going, and I don't do any of the setup stuff or whatever. Sorry if this looks washed out or whatever. You should see the view I'm looking at. I'm sorry, I'm not going to, I don't want to brag, but so it's a lot of windows and it's very washed out. But this is just setting you up for the awful lack of lighting in the Carrot Top interview. Credit to Gas Digital Media. When I started working with them, they gave me this beautiful road case with lights and stands and camera, microphones, everything, which I immediately put in storage because it was so fucking big, and I'm not a roadie. Look, I've been telling you for weeks, if you want to reach out to the show, right? I'm gonna just change the format here. I want you to reach out to the show, and I haven't been really specific about it. So if you want to reach out to the show and comment on anything or ask any questions or anything like that, you can reach out to the show and leave a voicemail. And my producer will forward any good questions or comments, no stupid ones. Well, maybe some stupid ones. Okay, the voicemail number is 929-356-5369. 929-356-5369. Okay, you can leave messages. Also, if you want to email the show, that's a little bit easier. It's iwannatalkpodcast@gmail.com. iwannatalkpodcast@gmail.com. This is like my 26th show. I really would like to hear from you in some capacity. And, and I mean, honestly, I can take constructive criticism as well. So, feel free with that. That's not a bad thing to do. And when I say, the good questions and comments I'll share on the air. I may even share, constructive criticism. I'm not afraid. And listen, I've been bugging you to please subscribe. If you listen to the show more than 2 or 3 times already, you've downloaded, please consider subscribing to the show. I could use your support. You can sign up at gasdigitalnetwork.com. Gasdigitalnetwork, one phrase, .com. And if you use the promo code D, you get a 14-day, 2-week free trial. And if you decide to keep your membership, you save $1, so it's just $7 a month. I'm a subscriber, not to my show, but to the Jamie Josta show. So I have access to a lot of things. And this is what Gas Digital members get. You get on-demand HD video for every show on the network, including Jamie Josta's The Josta Show, Legion of Skanks, House of Hardcore with ECW legend Tommy Dreamer, and Believe You Me with UFC middleweight champion Michael Bisping. You get, what else do you get here? Live HD video with live chat. I don't know what that means, but you get it. Audio and video archives, message boards, ad-free podcast. I'm starting to get some advertisers. This will give you ad-free podcasts, okay? And you get pre-release before you get episodes anywhere else. That is really poorly phrased because where I come from, pre-release is the thing that the mini orgasm you have before you actually climax and come, and the things that get so many of us in trouble, pre-release, because we thought that we pulled out in time. Bad joke, but true. Pre-release before you get episodes anywhere else, okay? So you get that. So if you're checking me out regularly, please subscribe to the show so we can keep it on the air. I like having these conversations with you. And again, that's gasdigitalnetwork.com. Use the promo code DEE for a free trial. All right. So with that, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, here's my talk with Carrot Top. Welcome to I Want to Talk. You know who I am, and you really should know who this guy is as well. I mean, it's a pretty famous face. I've got a famous
I'm screwed in the lineup, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Man, fucked.
But
I would
okay.
say me and Mike Tyson. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, where do you want the tattoo? But somewhere where it'll be Thuddle. You know, that'll help out in the lineup. Who did it? The guy with the,
Wait a minute. Okay. Well, this wasn't what I was going to start with, but we might as well.
Yeah, let's start with it.
Being highly recognizable.
Yeah.
All right. I'm highly recognizable, but do you have your, and I don't want you to give it away, but do you have your like laying low look?
You know what's funny? I really don't ever do that. In fact, this is not a joke. I was on a plane one time. And,
Carrot Top,
I was
by the
on
way.
a plane. Oh, it was Carrot Top, by the way. Yeah.
By the way.
People are like,
It'll say
they're like,
it
oh,
on there.
you're interviewing Reba. She looks horrible. I was on a plane one time, and I had reading glasses on. In fact, they're right here. I'm just going to show you because it's too funny. So I'm on a plane, and this is as far as I go from trying to hide.
Right.
So I'm reading my book. I have my glasses on, and this lady, as I get on the plane, they're always. So I look up, and she goes, "If you're trying to hide, it's not working." And I'm like, "What the fuck? This is."
Well, you thought you were doing the Clark Kent.
Yeah. This is
Wait a minute.
Carrot Top. Where'd he go? Carrot Top? Where the hell did Carrot Top go? I'm not even making that up.
So-
I can't make that up. I'm like,
right.
yes, I'm trying to hide with my fucking glasses on.
So you accept that? So you're a Carrot Top all the time?
Yeah, I try. And if I do, not even a joke. If I try to, like, I put on a beanie hat or do something, then they will say, "Yeah, you're trying to hide." So I just go out as me. Yeah, and I like the people. I don't know. I love doing this for so long, but I do. You probably do the same thing. You kind of forget. Like you go, "Hey, I'm gonna go to Subway and get a sandwich," and you walk in, you're like, "Oh shit, I forgot I'm Carrot Top." Like. People are like, you know what I mean? There's people like, oh yeah, I forgot. I was just gonna run and get a sandwich. And then
you're me in full regalia kind of thing. Like when I throw on my sneakers, on jeans, this is like you've probably never seen me this dressed down before.
I've never seen you with a shirt on. This is really weird. Actually.
Because usually, if I'm coming to see your show, by the way, awesome show. Seen it many times.
It was a great crowd tonight. In fact, it was the first show I've done in 12 weeks without my. I broke my leg snowboarding in Tampa.
Yeah.
And no, not Tampa. And
talk a little tighter on the mic.
Yeah,
Rockstar.
I broke my leg about 12 weeks ago, and I've been on this cast and a knee scooter. And you see my show; it's very, very.
I was going to say, you on a knee scooter is equivalent of me on a knee scooter. You're all over the stage.
I'm all over, and it was
a lot of physical comedy.
And I pulled it off somehow. But tonight was the first night that I said, I'm going to do this without. You got to do it. You got to, wean off like anything else. I got to wean off my fucking scooter. I know you're my buddy, man, but I got to let you go. And it was great. It was just I came off like, wow, what a great feeling to get back into the groove of being, having that movement. So.
But is there a certain uncertainty with a heel? How bad was the break?
Well, I didn't have years ago I had it where it had to be compounded. I had to have surgery and all that. So this was just an actual break. It wasn't as bad, which is funny because the doctor says, well, this is the best break you could have because it's not a weight-bearing bone. I said, great, but you can't weight-bear it. I said, well, it's not a weight-bearing bone, right? Then he gives me a walking boot. You can't walk in it. So I said, why are you calling it a walking boot? You can't walk in it. He's like, the medical field's hilarious. Yeah, not a weight-bearing bone, no walking boot.
Like a fucking Gallagher act.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, exactly.
How can you drive in the parkway and park on the driveway?
Right, exactly.
Smash something.
Yeah, but that was honestly, I was like, okay, well, this is weird. So yeah, so it's been a long recovery.
Whatever happened to Gallagher? Is he still out there?
He's still out there. He just ripped me the other day. He ripped me on his social media. He said, if you want to rip off something, rip me off. You want to rip off prop jokes, Carrot Top. Like he gave me this big bash. And it's just me that I was doing stupid jokes. Stupid prop jokks. You can watch Carrot Top. So.
Now, first of all, aren't there two Gallaghers out there? Like
There's
one's his
three
brother.
Carrot Tops actually. Right? That'd be sad, wouldn't it? No, there's two. There's a brother, and a twin, and so twin brothers.
And he does the same. They look the same. He does the same act.
You know what sucks is Gallagher and I have been friends literally for 30 years, and all of a sudden he just gave me shit the other day for nothing, and I'm like, why? I thought we had gone past that.
I had the weird. Okay, but this is why I say it's a conversation.
Yeah.
I had the weirdest Gallagher run-in 1984. Okay. So I'm friends.
Everyone's had a weird Gallagher.
Yeah, no, this was really fucked up.
Sorry if he's watching, but he's out of his mind.
No, this was really, he was out of his mind. Yeah. This was really fucked up. So I was hanging with friends with Bobcat Goldthwait. Remember good old Bobcat, and
I love him.
He was, and we were hanging a lot back then, and he was doing a set at the Comedy Store, the big room in the back, which is on a Friday night. It's packed. It's awesome. So we come in and I'm Dee Snider, and I'm like, hair. Platform shoes, hope nobody recognizes me, So You sneak me in on the side, and we come in, and he goes up on the set, and I'm sitting off on the side. So Bob's doing his set, and you remember the old Bobcat
Oh yeah,
set?
sure.
Yeah, that whole thing.
Yeah,
And,
love Bobcat.
And Gallagher starts, not Gallagher, I don't know who it is. Someone over here is heckling Bob. And Bob's doing his natural responses, about stabbing a guy with a scissor, and
Right.
and yeah,
Your job and put your dick out of your mouth.
yeah.
Right.
Everybody's got their.
Right,
You've
right,
got your
sure,
you're handling the hecklers. I just dive off the stage, but and which you well could do as well. And the guy keeps going, and finally Bob says something like, "Well, why don't you come up here if you think you can do better?" And this guy bounds up the stage, and it's fucking Gallagher. And he gets on the stage and he gets right in Bob's face, and Bob's like, Bob goes, "Hey,
Gallagher."
he goes, why don't you go smash something with smash a watermelon with a sledgehammer, And everybody's laughing because they think this is part of the act.
Yeah, sure.
And Gallagher goes, "How about if I smash you in the face?"
Oh, really?
So Bob, totally like intimidated, goes, well, "You should talk to my friend D." And so I rise up out of the place,
brings you into it,
and so I stand up, and the crowd, they go, "What's going on here? This is awesome!" And people are cheering. And I said, "Hey man, if you want to smash somebody, try smashing me." So Gallagher sort of backs off, goes back to his seat. So Bob starts his act up again. All of a sudden, Gallagher throws a glass bottle at Bob.
Come on, swear to God.
A glass bottle. A comedian throwing, an artist. That's like the worst people, the worst thing in the world.
But that one, it makes no sense to me, though. I can't imagine that being possible.
I couldn't believe it. And the thing is, people were on stage, you can't see.
Well, not just
you
that,
got the
but
lights
not
in your
even
face.
anyone should throw something at, but not
No, you
another
shouldn't.
performer.
Yeah, well,
That's weird. That's the weirdest Gallagher one I've heard yet.
Yeah. And Bob just breaks character and goes, "I can't do this."
Yeah.
And he walks off. And backstage, and Mitzi?
Yeah, Mitzi Shore, yeah.
She had him thrown out of the building.
Yeah.
And everybody's
his
back
mustache.
there.
Out of here!
Yeah, Kinnison's back there. Everybody's back there. And people are just like, I remember Kinnison, Bob and I are walking by, and Kinnison goes, "Hey, you want to use this?" And he pulls out a fucking big switchblade. Kinnison goes, "Fab," and he hands it to Bob. And Bob's like, "No thanks, man. Anyway, I'm not gonna stab Gallagher." So
that's crazy.
Okay, but
That's
back to
weird.
skiing. I just realized, is skiing like the one time where you're incognito?
Well, funny you should say that, because when I broke my leg, it's the whole bit in the show where they go, "Hey man, he's Shaun White," and then I go, I knew the one Shaun White, and I said, my leg, I still got a fucking, I still need help. And so the kid comes down,
you're like old school Shawnee.
Yeah,
He's Carrot Top.
Yeah, and then but they do. So snowboarding actually is even worse, because then I'm him, no matter what. But I get free lift tickets because I get Shaun White. Dude.
So you let the hair fly when you snowboard? You don't wear a helmet? Or
No,
nothing?
well, I wear a helmet though. Definitely, but with the helmet on, my hair's still like yours. It's just like, what?
So for me, like, I thought, because
I got
ski.
run over by a few famous people in skiing. By the way, I was in a lift line one time, just waiting in my snowboard, and then this like knocks right over me, knocks me down. I mean, literally, almost broke my arm. And it's Barry Bonds.
No,
yeah, seriously. And he's like, "Oh, sorry, man." I said, "Oh shit, Barry Bonds." What the fuck?
You suck on skis.
Yeah.
When I ski, so I ski, I'm going, "This is awesome," because head's covered, hair's down, face. I got goggles. I got everything on, and the only thing sticking out is this.
Yeah.
And I'm skiing that hill, and I hear, "Yo, D,
same
rock up."
If my
I go, "What do you fucking recognize? My lips and my jaw?"
Yeah,
that's it. So I wear full skull.
I had the same thing when I was on a chairlift. On my life, my crew was here. I had the same thing, and I had one little hair. It wasn't even. It was one hair sticking out. And this guy was on the chairlift. He goes, "Hey man, Carrot Top," and I asked him what you said. I said, "How the fuck did you know who I was?" He goes, "I don't know. Your voice and your come on, my voice. You're talking in one little piece of red hair. I'm like, Carrot Top. I'm like, come on."
So you Carrot Top all the time.
I'm pretty much Carrot Top all the time, which is good. I don't mind.
Right. It's a blessing. Look, this is what we dreamed of.
Right.
This was the dream, to be that recognizable, that
I'm not
famous.
sure. I wish I'd gone with Carrot Top.
That successful.
Could have picked a cooler name.
Was it a nickname? Obviously.
No, it was a nickname moniker there. But you Carrot Top, and I first time I went on stage, I remember, this is not a joke, I was in my dorm room, and I had never done one joke. I never even performed on stage.
Right, how old were you?
18, 17. Before when I was in my 18 in the dorm room, but I drew a logo. I might have been even younger when I drew a logo. So I drew a logo, and my friend was like, "What's that?" And I said, "That's my logo." And he says, "Your logo for what?" And I said, "When I'm become a comedian." He goes, "Comedian?" I go,
You drew the logo first?
No, I swear, I even have it somewhere in here. and my friend said, "But you don't have I said, "Well, the hard part, at least I got a logo. That's done. Comedy part's going to be easy. Just getting that fucking logo." But I really did. I drew a logo before I had an act. I still don't have an act, but I have a logo. And I remember literally specifically remember that like it was, I was sitting here thinking, I'm already thinking about, like, I thought the Rolling Stones and Grateful Dead, and I wanted to have a logo. And
But you were going to be not in a rock band.
No, I know. I just wanted to have a brand. I was a marketing major, so I had the idea of branding myself before I even had an act. So.
Okay, I get it. But you, okay.
But I feel like I think I'm a rock star. That's why.
All right, I want to get to that right now. Okay, but first I want to say this. Hey guys, are you looking to last longer and go a few extra rounds if you get my drift? Well, get to BlueChew.com. BlueChew.com has the first ever chewable that brings your performance in the bedroom to another level. Check this out. They've got the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, so you know they work. Assuming you've used Viagra or Cialis. And if you haven't, what are you waiting for? Since they're chewable, they'll work faster than a pill, up to twice as fast. And you can take them anytime, day or night, even on a full stomach. And this stuff is cheaper than those other two, so this is a no-brainer. Basically, if you like sex, and who doesn't, you'll like BlueChew.com. Plus, you don't need to go to the doctor's office or spend time waiting in the pharmacy line because Blue Chew ships straight to your door in discreet packaging. Nobody's going to know but you. And here's a great deal for you guys. Visit BlueChew.com and get your first order free when you use promo code TALK. Just pay $5 shipping. That's it. Again, that's BlueChew.com, promo code TALK. Me and Carrot Top have met on a number of occasions, and there's people when you meet, this may be a one-sided bromance here, but when you meet them, you feel like, wow, I really like that guy, and I would really like the chance to hang with that guy. And unfortunately, because of our lives, that's never happened. So this is our first time we're actually hanging and getting to talk. And just talking this close.
No, you're right, though. We never have. We see each other at events, and it's in the past. You've been in the show.
Yeah, but it's a few minutes, and it's not like where you have any quality time to talk about just like life shit. Like, hey man, like what do you deal with? Like, that's one of my big questions to a lot of celebrities who are recognizable. Like, what do you deal with out there in the world? Because I think what I find is we all deal with a lot of very similar things.
Absolutely.
Like the birth of the camera phone.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's getting ridiculous because, as you know, as I do, and this has happened more recently and more often than it ever has before. I was just in Florida with my stepmom. We were eating at this little steakhouse in the middle of nowhere, Titusville, Florida. And I remember looking up, we were talking to her, I looked over, and there's this people that literally been filming my dinner, filming me eating dinner for like 30 minutes. And when I first looked, I thought, well, how long have they been filming me? And then I said, they were here before. So they've been filming me eating dinner for like 30 minutes. It's a little creepy. And so I just said, I didn't say to them, I just said, can we move to a different table? She's like, well, you've been here for 30 minutes. What's wrong with the table? I said, these people are filming. But no, don't say anything to them. It's too late now. I'm not going to walk over and say, erase it, whatever. But I probably was eating like I was probably doing something really stupid. And they had a filming.
First of all,
it happens at bars too. I'm sitting there, look up.
Back always to the room.
Across from
my back is always to the room. Okay, I'm
the opposite. I always want to see what's coming in the door. Well, I'm like the guy. Hey, doing video. I want to see if someone's going to come.
That's the old school mob thing. But if they can't everybody's trying to make eye contact with me,
I'm gonna start
and they're watching, and that's uncomfortable. And it's not always that they recognize me, but it's like that thing. Like that guy looks familiar. Now, it's like you. If you see somebody, you go, I think I know that guy. And you keep looking and thinking until you finally figure out who it is. Mm-hmm. And now, of course, everybody's online. So they start bringing up the videos. And then passing it around the town.
Oh, yeah.
Who is it?
Who is it? Oh, yeah. The guy with it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I get this.
It's by the way, that's really not cool. So it's always back to the room. Do you take, I'll give you my answer. I've learned because everybody's got a camera now, on them. Everybody wants content for their social media. even if they don't really know who you are,
Right.
just it's
There's
something.
yep.
And so I just never take pictures in the street ever. I always say, hey. And I'm sorry I don't take pictures. I do say hi. I shake their hand. How you doing? Where you
Which
from?
is funny now because I'm going to feel like a total dick now because just like last weekend, Aerosmith was in Vegas. And, of course, I'm a huge who's not, right? So I go, and I've met Steven many times.
Who is this again talking about?
Aerosmith.
Steven Tyler?
Never heard of him?
No. It must be a new band.
So
hey, everybody. Carrot Tow's recommendation, this new band, the Aerosmiths.
They're not bad. They're not bad.
Yeah, Stephen Tyler.
A couple of years.
Yeah. So.
But I've been in so many years back. It's probably been 25 years. And he's always been just Joe Genuine. So I went there, and he was like, Garrett, so we're there.
Yeah,
we're having
Steven's
the
greatest
guy. But I did that fucking. I said, he said, I had a mustache and a goatee. I got rid of the stash, but he said, I like the look, man. You're starting to look like me. And I said, that's hilarious because on my Instagram, all my fans are saying you're starting to look like Steven Tyler. And he goes, that's funny. I said, can we do a video? Can we do a video where we do that? And he goes, fuck yeah, man. So it's on my Instagram. It's brilliant. I'll show you when we get done.
Yeah, but
he gets
that's
behind
different.
me. I go, people say look like Steven Tyler, and he comes up behind me and goes, Steven Tyler, I think I look a lot like you. And it's so great. I've been showing it in the audience because the crowds love it.
Yeah.
Because I show them that I get excited when I get to meet celebrities.
Well, that's
but I'm saying now I shouldn't have probably done that because I don't want to do a fucking Instagram for you.
Yeah, that's a little bit different. Okay, I'm on my Steven Tyler story. This is so
got to be better than mine.
No, a few years. Well, it is kind of, but it's just like one of those weird moments. So a few years ago, I'm out at Sturgis, the motorcycle rally, and Aerosmith's playing, and I'm on the side of the stage watching the set, and Tyler sees me, and Perry goes into a guitar break, and Tyler comes dancing over. He goes, "Hey, Dave, what's up?" And we're talking, and this, they jamming out there for a while, and then he goes, "All right, man, I got to get back out there and rock." I'm like, "You go for it," and he goes out and falls off the stage.
Oh, that was shit. I remember this.
And breaks. I'm like, "What the fuck?" Just like. I have to go back out there and fall off the stage now. I mean, this literally just walked out, spun around, and went off the side of the stage.
I remember that when it happened.
Yeah.
You were there.
And they carried him off, broken shoulder and everything. It was my fault. It was my fault. It was absolutely my fault. Okay, so this is I thought I was going to start with this, but I'm not. Okay, so were you always into bodybuilding, working out, physical fitness?
Well, I've mellowed out a
like
lot.
that?
I went through a phase where I really was like, crazy. But,
How crazy? Let's see. Okay, let's see if your crazy beats my crazy. This is crazy. See, we never got to have this conversation. and okay.
But I am fanatically into being in shape and fitness wise as opposed to my whole life. Yeah,
your whole life.
I was a swimmer when I was a kid, and so then I got into. Well, I'll take exactly. I think I was like 13. And I joined the wrestling team, and I was
shit, he's legit.
Yeah,
you're legit.
Well, not that guy, but 13. Yeah. Seriously, that's what I'm saying. People give me the thing like whatever. I'm like, I've done this my entire life. I've always been into weight, but I didn't went too crazy. Like right now, I'm actually at the weight that I was when I was probably a little bit out of high school. I actually leaned out a lot. So. But I remember the first time the girl that I had a crush on, she did this to me at the typing class. That tells you how old I am.
Typing. I took typing too.
Yeah, she went like this. She goes, "Ooh," and I went, "I'm going to work out now every day." And so I joined the wrestling team and I started working out in the weights.
Well, so okay. This was a question.
All the way from high school to college. I used to carry weights in my truck when I did comedy clubs, and I would always go to the gym. Every gig I did, I went to the gym.
Because my next question was going to be, I assume that you were a scrawny guy, and then you had an epiphany. That's like me. I had an epiphany, so I'll get to my epiphany. And then started working out. And I have a question for you: is how did you stay funny? Because Joe Piscopo, remember when Joe Piscopo?
He got too big, and I think what happened was it took away from everything. So the whole focus of his performing on stage was just that. Like he got really big. I mean,
oh yeah.
So what I'm saying is the focus was like. When you walk on stage, you're like, holy shit, look at this guy's biceps.
But he went from being a pencil neck geek to being...
But because I'm saying, it went from one extreme. I never really went for extreme. I'm about the same that I was. I really have... I have pictures of me right over there 25 years ago where I'm the same exact build, literally.
I saw that picture. So I didn't realize that... you were always... You were athletic, you in sports.
Yeah, always.
Swimming and all that stuff.
Always. I've never... I mean, everyone that knows me, especially my family and all that, they're like... I don't miss a day running. Well, my leg was broken. I haven't run in like 3 months. But I'll run every morning. I'll go to the gym. But I don't. When I go to the gym, I do like 30 minutes.
This is what I try to explain to people. is that people say now. First of all, I'm gonna give you my story. And I always was like A+ student in gym. I was always athletic, but I didn't really. I was a rock and roll guy, so I was kind of skinny and scrawny.
Yeah, sure.
And I had an epiphany at about, God, I think I must have been 24, 25. I was living with my brother. My brother was a gymnast bodybuilder.
Right.
So me and Mark the Animal Mendoza, we roll in at like 6, 7 in the morning. You know, just usual.
Right.
We just did a show. I mean, I'm talking about bar shows. This is the early days, and we're like in the kitchen. And I'm like, and we're like getting loud. And my brother Matt comes out, and he's got a fucking I look like a washcloth, but it was probably a full size bath towel. Mm-hmm. And he's got it around, and he's just like ripped. He just woke up. He's like, "Hey guys, you want to
keep it down?
Keep it down." And I look at him, and I look at me, and I look at him, I look at me. I go, "I gotta get in shape."
Yeah, well, that's good though.
I gotta get in shape.
Yeah.
So I started working out then. And I really got.
And you are in, but
not now. I was much better.
Now.
I was much better.
No, but you are in great shape.
Well, so I started working out, and then the craziest I bought a gym. The first thing.
Bought a gym.
The first thing I did when I struck it rich after I got a house and a car was buy the gym that I used to sneak into, a hardcore gym to work out at.
Great.
Because they embarrassed me one time. Like I would sneak in, work out for free, and the owner shows up and sees me. And he throws me out, makes a big spectacle. This big fucking guy, Jim Penny, steel worker. It was
a hardcore
gym.
Jim Petty.
Fuck Jim Penny. I think he's dead. He better be dead because he'll kick my ass. And so as I walked out of there, he's like, "Get the fuck out of here, you fucking." I didn't pay. I mean, fair enough.
Right, sure.
But I'm really embarrassed. I'm not famous or anything. And as I go out the door,
it's gonna be brave to sneak into a gym though, and then like big guys that work there.
Right. And then as I walk out the door, of course, not right in his face, I go, "One day I'm gonna own this fucking place."
That's great.
And I run out. And I run out.
And you know you owned it.
When I struck oil, as we like to say, I hear it's for sale, and I fucking go, I'm buying this place. So I buy the gym. Jim had the last laugh because I lost 6 figures on that fucking thing. Everybody was sneaking in, nobody was paying.
But what's important also about it's funny. What's important about
it's karma.
But what's also important about, just on a serious note, actually, about fitness and show business, as you know, it's one of the most important things in the show business is your appearance on stage and how you look. And I'm telling you, if you look at a lot of people, and I forget, overweight comedians, their whole joke is being, overweight or whatever. It is like, the Stones, Brian May, or Aerosmith, Brian May.
Yeah, Tyler.
Brian May did an interview the other day for Queen and said, "What's your secrets of show business?" He said, "Keep your hair and stay thin." And in a sense, everyone laugh, but he is still he still looks like Brian May. Exactly. Brian May still looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
Steven Tyler.
Tyler's
I'm standing next to him last weekend, just going, "Look at this guy."
He's still wearing those 20-inch waist
literally
pants.
20-inch waist.
Yeah.
He's in shape, and he's like, I follow him on Instagram. He's working out every fucking day. I see
Perry
him,
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Perry looks great.
Perry. I mean, so it is important. I mean, especially
Springsteen.
Springsteen
always
look
fit.
good.
It's just
Sting.
Yeah,
those guys all look good.
You're
Mick
absolutely
Jagger.
right.
I mean, fuck, Mick Jagger.
But I mean, beyond
running
that,
around like that, at 80 years old or 70 something.
Oh God, I mean, Alice is still thin. Got his hair. I mean,
But I'm just saying there's something to be said about that.
And credit to Paul Stanley. Looks excellent. I know he's had a lot of surgeries and stuff, but he's still rocking out there. He's in shape. He's got his shirt off on fucking stage.
He should put that shirt back on, but he did. Just trim some of the hair. I gave him a ride. I gave him a ride back to his hotel or apartment hotel here in Vegas with his son. It's so cool. I walked out to valet and I do that double take kind of thing. I'm like, the fuck is that? Like Paul Stanley just standing there? I'm like, "Hey man," and he's like, "Hey," I said, "What are you doing here?" And he's like, "Oh, it's my son." And he's like, I said, and then we're just chatting.
Son's a good guitar player, by the way. Yeah, some of my friends
ride back to the hotel.
Him,
He's like, "Sure." And I'm like driving him in my car. I'm gonna write a book, and there'll be things that are surreal, fun moments for people, no matter if you're showbiz, like, because people always think, "Oh, you're in showbiz, you may not be a famous person. Does it affect you?" Fuck yeah. That was cool. I'm driving. I got Paul Stanley next to me. I rode Roger Taylor from Queen to the hotel, and I was like, and Roger's like, "Oh, Scott, this is I love you." Like, this is fucking Roger Taylor from Queen. I'm driving him to the bar in my car.
All right, so I like to think that I'm pretty like. Well, I'll tell you this story. It's pretty funny. I think
it better be goddamn.
I think
funny.
It's not. Well, it's funny, but I think I'm pretty like numb to and I don't mean in a fucked up way, but to being like, I've hung out. I'm friends with Robert Plant.
Oh, see,
I
that's
mean,
cool.
and Alice Cooper.
Yeah,
I
see,
mean,
that's-
these are these posters on the wall. These are the guys I bow down to, and I still sit there sometimes having dinner and going, "This is
having
fucking
dinner.
Robert Plant, man. This is this is Robert
That's
Plant.
royalty.
Yeah, this is royalty." So I think I'm pretty unaffected. So I go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland. Have you been?
Yeah.
Okay. So they give you the backstage tour? They give you a tour?
No.
Okay.
Because I'm Carrot Top.
Okay,
If
but
I
they
went with you-
would.
if I went
Oh
with
yeah,
you-
yeah. So they said, so they're going to bring me in the back area,
Fuck,
and
I'm
they
getting that.
and they go, listen, D, before we go into this is where we keep all the stock. Like it's not we don't have everything out on the floor. This is where we keep the stuff. This is the archives.
wow.
He goes, please don't touch anything. Because we wear gloves, and I said, listen, I literally say this like a dick. I go, listen, man, I've been in the business for a long time now. Nothing affects me. I mean, I met my heroes, and it's great. I'm not gonna touch the stuff back there. So he goes, okay, let's go. Walk in, and
Oh my God.
John Lennon's New York City T-shirt is on the fucking table. And my brain screams, touch it! I took all I could do to not just reach out and go, oh! And then I said, dude, I'm so sorry I act like an asshole out there because all I wanted to
can I
do
touch it?
was touch that shirt. And then Hendrix's, he had a flying V that was painted psychedelic. I just want to touch fucking everything.
Yeah.
Britney Spears jumpsuit. No, I didn't want to touch
you
that.
didn't touch that?
No, I didn't want it. I actually did this as I walked by. I don't think it'd be cleaned. But it's great. That's one thing about you that I really like is, and my wife's this very good judge of character. Like scary. Matter of fact, to the point I can't fucking stand it because she's always fucking
I thought you were
right.
going to I can't stand her. At least you
No,
said it.
we've been together 43 years. She's always fucking right, except about us, and we're not going to take it. She didn't want to go out with me, and she didn't think we're not going to take it. It was such a great song. Wrong twice. But the rest of the time, we'll meet somebody and go, hey, that guy was cool. And she go,
Nah, not so much.
I'm gonna
Oh, she
vibe.
had a good feeling about me then.
Really
Oh,
liked
good.
you.
Oh,
She
that's good.
was
Well,
really
thank
taking.
you.
But do you have a genuineness and just the fact that you talk about, honestly, like I said, I'm not really affected if I meet Tyler or whatever. And I'm not being dickish about it, but that you're still in touch with the fan. And I look around your room in
it's
here,
all rock
and I
roll.
can't turn the cameras on. But there's a Vince Neil multi-platinum 50 million sales record. I know you're good friends with Vince. Picture of you and
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage over there.
He came on. I'll tell you my Nicolas Cage story just because I have dirt on him on this one forever.
Oh, good.
But so I'm doing. Speaking, going back to throwing a glass and Bobcat Goldthwait. So I'm doing a show here at the Luxor, and I did do, and he says he's coming to the show. I never hear back from him, so right before I go on stage, I'm hearing the thing in my ear. They're like, no show and Nick. I said, okay, fill the seats. I said, well, keep something open in case he does show up at the end or something, which is probably better than where my seats are buried in the middle, so keep on the side. I don't know, he's out there. I'm doing the show, and all of a sudden I hear, take your shirt off and show everybody how hard you work on your body. Like that long
Someone
of a
in the
sentence. That long of a sentence, too. And I'm like, what? And I said, what? I said, what? I said, I don't want him to say it again, so I should have said that. Take your shirt off and show him how hard you work on your body, Scott. And I go, oh, fuck, it's Nicolas Cage, right?
Well, now you just did a Nicolas Cage impersonation.
Yeah.
It was just Scott.
Hey man. That's my name.
Yeah.
Hey man. So I'm like, okay. I go, okay. I kind of throw it off, and also there's these wooden steps on the side of the stage. They're wooden, and I hear this fucking.
He's coming up on the stage?
On stage, right? But I don't know it's him yet. I just go, there's a guy in a hat, fucking coming on stage, right? And I'm like, is he trying to hurt me? What's going on? I don't have a second to think, and all of a sudden I see his eyes, and it's Nicolas Cage. He's like, what's up, bro? And I go, dude.
Is he drunk?
Yeah, I go, Nick, what the fuck? What are you doing?
This is on the
stage,
Yeah.
right in the middle of the goddamn show, in the middle of my second only joke I have is killing. He fucking ruins it. And he walks in, he's like, "Swear, what's going on, man?" And I said, "What are you doing?"
He's just having a conversation with
Yeah,
you.
he's like, "So what's going on, man? What's up, bro?" And I said, and the crowd's kind of like, "Who the fuck is this?" So I said, "Nicholas," so that you can see it's him. So I said, "You didn't wait till I said Nicolas Cage, idiot." So the stagehand takes him off, and I go, "Yes, that was Nicolas Cage." And they're all like, kind of like, "What?" And I go, "Yeah." And
So he didn't get the big ovation. He
goes
didn't
back
get the
out
big
again.
Nicolas Cage ovation.
No, because then he goes back out again. He starts heckling me again. I said, God damn it, shut the fuck up, Nick. And he's still going on and on. So anyway, he was just hammered, and he didn't meant no harm. After the show, he's like,
No, but it
did I mess that up? I go, you messed the whole fucking show up. What are you
Yeah, it
talking
fucks
about?
up your rhythm,
You're
man.
doing a thing, man.
Yeah.
You're dancing.
No, I can't. That's.
I was like, it went from having lube to no lube. It was just like, ugh, just what?
What's worse is that people didn't really
No.
recognize him because
And then they're like,
they got like when
well, if that really was Nicolas Cage, can we say hi to him again?
yeah, when it happened with Goldthwait, there was like this instant recognition. And oddly, Robin Williams was at the show too.
yeah.
So Robin's in the crowd, I'm in the crowd, Gallagher's on stage, and
That is
and
so
people go,
bizarre.
"Whoa,
What do I do? Smash
what
your
the fuck?
face."
Was that planned?
Yeah,
was
it's
that
all
staged?
comedy. It's all playing. Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
comedy. Like in rock, it's all fun. It's all jokes.
Man, I would have felt bad if I stood up and people like,
Yeah, well, he did. He does feel bad. He feels bad at this day. But I would say, dude, we're fine. We're cool. He's like, okay. So if I ever ask you for a favor, you're gonna have to do it now because I have that on you, and we have it on GoPro.
is he live out here?
Yeah, he lives out here. Yeah.
'Cause
He's a great guy. I mean, he's great because he's such a free spirit. I mean, he's got all that alligators and all those reptiles and cool stuff. And just he's
fucking blessed. What about the wives he's collected? I mean, that's
hilarious. Yeah, I'm
That's
not gonna
pretty
go there.
insane too.
I'm not
I
gonna
mean,
go there.
bravo. I actually, I've never
He's a
met
good dude.
Nick.
He's a good dude.
I was-
Yeah, he's real nice. He lives out here. We'll have to have a little.
I actually,
little
I know
lunch.
his brother. His brother.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Mark Coppola. That's he's a
Oh, I know,
Coppola.
yeah.
He's a DJ.
Yeah.
In New York. So, and we're from New York.
Yeah.
So he was like.
Yeah.
He's the Coppolas, but
Yep,
he's
yep.
but he's not a cage. He's not a cage. So, all right, this is. I'm just talking stuff that I don't know if you guys are interested in this, but I'm interested in it, and hopefully you are as well because you talked about the logo. You created your logo before you started, but you got a rock and roll way about you. You obviously love rock and roll, guitars
I
all
wish
over
I
the
was a
place.
rock star. I do it every night in the show where I say I want to be a rock star.
Were you ever in a band?
I play drums, but I never was in a band.
Okay,
I
So-
played on stage with bands before, embarrassingly ruined the whole set probably. But there's a band called Widespread Panic, who are brilliant, and they've every time I see them, they're like, "You're playing drums, right?" And I go, "Oh, you sure?" And they, "Yeah, man." And I get people every day that come up to me and say, "Man, you fucking kill it with Panic." They're like a jam band, but
Well, that's
I
cool.
can
But
play
you
drums,
never played in club
but I
bands
love
or
it.
anything?
No, but I in my own brain, I'm a rock star. Like I love. I pretend to be one. No, I mean like on stage. Like have you seen the show?
I've
there's
seen the
tons
show.
of music and there's strobe lights and there's
Your moves. You even got a bit at
everything
the
is-
end.
everything,
I don't
yeah.
want to spoil a spoiler alert here, but at the end there's a whole rock and roll thing you're doing.
Yeah. And I did that from day one when I wanted to be just to digress, going back to the logo thing, and then when I went to see a comedy club, the first time I went to a comedy club, it was like Jeff Foxworthy, it was really Jerry Seinfeld, and not only was I blown away, but I was like, oh wow, I what have I done? I can't do this, so,
Right.
So I never wanted to do that. I wanted to be my own entity. So I said I want to, and even the best of the best comics, I always wanted to leave the crowd with a rock and roll feeling. So when the comedy club or shows are over, they're like, the last joke is, "Hey, you guys have been great. Good night." And the MC comes back up, "Thanks for coming. You guys be safe driving home." Music comes on. I'm like, where's the strobe lights and the confetti and the fucking right?
Right.
So from day one, or not day one, but when I started doing clubs, a lot of comedy clubs wouldn't book me because not only one I did props, but when I brought my show, they were like, "What the fuck? You have strobe lights and confetti machines?"
Big Finish, man.
Oh no,
Big Finish.
I had snow machines.
Yeah.
And so the comedy clubs that would book me, they loved it. They're like, "We've never had anything like this."
Well, it was a real party kind of vibe about
Yeah,
your
the whole
thing.
from the end, also from the very beginning of the opening the doors to the end is all programmed from which I used to do back in the day with comedy clubs. I'd bring my own pre-show tape.
That's rock and
they
roll.
were- Right.
So you got a
they
rock
would
and
go,
roll mentality.
I
That's
go,
why I
"Can
was
you
wondering-
put this in?" And they go, "For what?" And I says, "From the beginning, when the doors open." They go, "We already have music." I said,
But
"No,
why
I
take
want-
that
but I
path
want
to
my
being a
own
rock
music.
star?"
No, but I said, "I want my own music." So I put in Stones, Queen, and whatever whatever it was that
Set it up.
set me up for.
Oh yeah, it gets you going
right.
too. Your songs.
And so we still have it here. Every element of the show from beginning the doors to the end of the show, even though when they walk out, "Oh, at the top if you want to rock and roll."
Wait a minute, that's your song?
On the way out, because they have to walk up this big thing to get to my theater here.
Right.
So on the way back is
That-
"On the way to the top."
Twisted
if you wanna
Sister's
rock and
intro
roll.
song.
Oh no way!
For
Ah,
30 years.
dude.
30 years before the song that played, before we hit the stage.
Great
it's
fucking
Long Way to
song.
Top. And after a while.
Great song.
Oh, yeah. But after a while, it becomes like a trigger, like gets you in state.
Absolutely.
And I remember Okay, so we're playing this gig, and the DJ didn't get the message that that's our intro song. So about 30 minutes before show
You're
starts,
like freaking out. Where the fuck's my
the song starts. Damn, crowd starts roaring.
And you're like, no.
And we're like running out with our hair like tied up, half made up.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Everybody's crew members are losing their shit because that's the cue.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So I mean, but that stuff's important.
Absolutely. And going back again, sorry to is it Steven Tyler?
Yeah.
Stefan. He had a Stefan.
Yeah.
He had a really cool little powwow with me last week, and I wasn't at all thinking this was going to happen. He was just standing there. He said, "Can I talk to you for a minute?" I said, "Yeah." And he just exactly said, "This is all coming together, so I'm sharing this with you." But he said, "What do you do to get up every night? Because you work here every night." I said, "What do you mean?" He's like, "How many years have you been here?" I said, 14. He goes, 14 years in Vegas? I go, "Yeah. How do you get up for every show?" And I said to him, I said, "I don't know. It just comes to me. It's like when I get here and my music's on, I'm getting ready.
These are
like cruising
they're neuro
here.
associations, people. There's songs
But
that
you know
get
what I mean?
you in state.
Well,
they get you ready.
It's everything.
To me, it's the whole thing.
It's everything.
People,
I love incense burning.
I love the
music's
makeup and
on.
costumes.
I have makeup.
Yeah, well, people would say, hey, I said I would show up at a gig, and it's your 5th day in a row, and you're burnt and you're tired. But then I'd start
and you're
putting
there.
on the shit, and by the time it was a 2-hour process. By the time I put on the shoulder pads and the fucking platform shoes, I was like, I'm there.
Yeah.
You know, so I like the transformativeness of getting ready. I can't walk
When I'm
out
done
on
with
stage.
this, I'll go back to being a guy. Right now, I'm just, But I'm always just in my makeup. In fact, I do a joke in the show. My nephew, which is all true. This is all true. I said a thing. My nephew, he's now not 7, but in the show I said he's 7. And I said, and he thinks the world of me because I do this. And
So why wouldn't he?
Well, I said my brother is Air Force, flies F-16s. And I said,
your brother flies F-16s?
Yeah, and I right.
Two
right, and I
extremes.
said, and I'm in this with rainbow hair and dildos and fucking all this shit. So the crowd laughs, and I said, my nephew, of course, he's great because he's 7, and this is all true. So I took him to get pizza with his friends at the mall, and his friends overheard his friends say, "Your uncle's really cool," and my nephew's like, "Thanks," and he goes, "Why does he wear makeup?" And my nephew's like, "He's in show business." And I go, "That's brilliant." And then I added the other one. Another friend says, "How come he wears women's panties?" I said, "We don't know." Show business, you little fucker. Show business.
All right. Now, I'm really big on this podcast on like lifting people up, inspiring people, sharing insights with people, because what we do as a job is different, but a lot of the shit translates.
Absolutely.
And and Tony Robbins, who I love Tony Robbins, said success leaves clues. So you 18, you draw a logo, you decide you're going to be a comedian. And let me tell you, man, my son was going down that road, and then he got through his depression. He doesn't do it anymore. I mean, all comedians deal with.
Well, I think back on it now. I just said this yesterday at lunch to somebody. I said, I don't know how I don't know if I would, looking back on it, if I would have the strength or the whatever willpower to do it again. I don't know why I did. I didn't have anyone stop all the clubs that wouldn't book me. I didn't let it bother me.
Yeah, and there's a camaraderie, and and look, I'm in many ways we're very similar. Being a weirdo band in the bunch, I was an outcast. We were kind of outcasts. Yeah, I called you weirdo. I call my brother. I called you weirdo, but you weren't.
Right, no.
There's a brotherhood of comedians.
Oh no, I definitely was. No,
yeah,
I wasn't the
and
Carlins
I know
and
you
the
got
Chris
shit.
Rocks and the
Yeah.
I was my own thing. I was like, Carrot Top, what the fuck is this guy?
Yeah,
and they really wanted me to be a flash in the pan. They thought I would be, and I think the one thing that bothered them is that I kept continuing. But then now it's gotten to the point where now I can make a joke. Now it's like, well, now can he come to the barbecues? I've been doing it for 32 years, so they've kind of allowed me into the little, in a sense, into the fraternity, but not still. I mean, they're still like, oh,
with an asterisk.
He has an asterisk, exactly.
Yes.
No, literally.
Props.
No, literally.
Prop
no, literally.
comic,
but then what's funny is they always say the same thing though. Like I just did the Jimmy Kimmel thing. He's like, you honestly are the nicest guy that I know. But he wouldn't say that I'm the funniest guy. But he said I'm nice. And my nephew or my cousin went to go see Drew Carey for a book signing, and she goes, my cousin's Carrot Top, and Drew Carey goes, oh man, I love Scotty. She goes, do you think he's funny? He said, he's the nicest guy. She goes, do you think he's funny? I said, he's the nicest guy. I said, you fucker. No. And then I see Drew and I go, why couldn't you just say I was funny? Why am I just nice? I didn't say that. I said, yeah, you did. My cousin said you didn't say it was funny. I do think you're funny. I said, okay. But it was just funny. Like, they don't want to, I think eventually I will. But you know what? I don't really honestly care that much. I love that I get to do what I get to do every night.
Dude,
I do love.
Yeah, this guy's 14
and I like having my
years.
own, but I also like having my own thing. I'm the only comic that wears this shit on stage. I don't know anyone that wears fucking. I do what I wear makeup. I do whatever the fuck.
There's no confusing you with somebody else.
I like it, and it's funny you said lifting up your audience members. I just did a lot of my stuff on my Instagram. It's Carrots of Bly, but if you guys want to find it, as I do a lot of those kind of things. I do funny stuff too, but I also do inspirational things. And I did one this morning. I was driving to rehab for my ankle. It was Fleetwood Mac. You can go your own way, and for some reason I just said, get my phone out. Shouldn't be. I was driving, but I got my phone out and I said I did a whole thing about, this is one of my favorite songs because it says, you can go your own way. I said, I have a rainbow hair and I got makeup on and whatever the fuck. I said, you know what, fucking go your own way, and I did that, and everyone's going crazy. They're like, I love that because it was kind of a way to say, everybody. Whether you're
people need
or
these
not,
messages,
and
but
you need to be your own person. You know what I mean? Don't worry about it. I see all the negative shit people say. You gotta roll it off.
Okay, so what would you say? Could you say? Is there a single thing that you can point to say that this is what has kept me going through it all? Like for me, it's just like I've heard nothing but "you can't." My whole fucking life. Well, not so much now, but no, even now, I've decided I'm going to write a fucking a novel, my first novel. I sent it to a bunch of friends. I said, give me some honest, how to read or whatever, and just part of it. I didn't finish it yet, and they were like very honest with me. But everybody said, you know what? It pulled me in. It was interesting. Keep going.
Well, you have a good story to tell,
right? A story to tell, right? I sent it to one fucking agent. And he said, here's the name of 3 ghostwriters who can help you because people are just going to dismiss you as a rocker who thinks he can write. And I'm going, you're just another fucking naysayer. I've heard that from record companies. Twisted was rejected by every label 5 times. And fuck you.
Yeah.
So fuck you is my inspiration.
Yeah,
what about you?
It's funny. I have a little bit of that because of
you seem too nice for that.
No, but yeah,
too nice for fuck you.
Well, I'm definitely not that, but there's a little part of me inside that I always work so harder to keep this thing going because I've had such naysayers in the sense, too. So I work a lot of times. I work even harder to in a sense, not even to people, just for my own thing. Like, I'm proud of the fact that when I say every night, I've been doing this for 32 years, the crowd kind of like, what? They kind of clap, but they're like, we can't been doing it 32 years.
And then you put some.
And I should picture up and they go, what?
What was it? What was the show that you, Stars?
Star Search, yeah.
Star Search.
So I showed that, and
second.
that's when they all go, and they realize that I am old, that I've been doing this for a long time. So you get that what do you call it? Because you've been doing it so long, kind of thing. You kind of like the comics, like okay, he's been around for long. All right, fuck, he could be a part of the club. But so deep down inside, I really want to, for myself. And there's this. I've never been a big There was a lady that back in the day. I won't even mention her name, but she asked me to come down and talk to all these young comics, and I was a young comic. What am I talking about? I was really young, but these were even younger.
Right.
They hadn't done any stage time, so let's just say I had like 20 minutes, and I was opening for this famous comedian at the time, or well known. And so I went down to the comedy club, and I didn't have to do this. And she said, "Well, you talk to everybody." So I talked to everybody, and she says, "Do a little bit of your act." And I did a little bit of act and kind of showed what I was doing. I did my little props, and I got done. And she's like, "This is just not a joke." She said, "This is a good example of what you don't want to do."
No,
swear to God. And I remember thinking, "You got to be fucking kidding me."
Brought you there, asked you to do a little bit of act, and
the guys that I did, all the comics, they were like, they loved it. They were like, "This is cool because it's so different." I had a hanger for Katharine Hepburn. They went, it was just weird shit that I used to do back then, and the comics were loving it. And I said, I was just telling them how I've been on the road for. Yeah, she said that she did. She
Who was this person?
I won't say, but I just
no. I mean, but what was she?
She booked the comedy clubs, and she knew nothing about comedy.
Yeah.
I mean,
she didn't know. Yeah.
Because I'm saying
those who can't book,
but it was amazing because I'm thinking I'm already proven that I'd done well, and I did successful enough where I was doing this, And she literally, put me right. And I was like, kind of like, that's the only thing. And here's not a joke. So go all the way back from that. This is when I was really young. So I played this huge theater, like 4,000 seat theater, on Halloween night in Orlando, and she came to it and came backstage. This is the hometown, so there's like a couple hundred people. You're way after. There's like a couple hundred people at my meet and greet because it's my hometown.
Right.
And we had drinks and we had a whole bunch of, because it was my home. We don't do it every night, but it was my hometown, so we had a huge meet.
He does it every night. You should see this room. And this is, I feel,
the strippers were here earlier. They're gone now.
Yeah. Anyway, he has his own party room.
But everyone kept saying, "Oh, this is your way to tell her to go fuck herself." I said, "No. What I just did was said it." She sat there with 4,000 people, sold out, standing ovation, and she sat there going, "Oh fuck!" And that was my way of saying "fuck you." I didn't want to walk her and say, "How about that?" I just said, "You know what?" She's right now sitting there going, "Oh shit."
Yeah, that is cool. See,
was another guy.
I have too much.
I know. I don't have that in me though.
But it's
I'm
better.
Not a rock star. That's why I'm a comedian.
No, but he's better.
No,
he's better. No, because it's this inner anger, and you don't have to say. You don't have to. He didn't have to say. I don't have to say fuck you. Just by existing and being successful. That's the fuck you.
Yeah, I thought
but I, for some reason, feel like I ought to say fuck you, just in case you didn't know. I'm doing this a lot, this show. But I like the way it looks.
But the show, and my show and my performance was my.
Yeah.
But you know what's funny? That's why I'm not a rock star, probably, because I'm such a mellow guy. Like I don't have any really, even like I'm really mellow. I'm just kind of like, dude, man, I just kind of go through my day.
No, but it comes across in your show. It's and this show, we've seen a lot of comedians, and there's a lot of funny comedians out there. And Carrot's show is different, but it is one of the funnest nights out. It's just a good time, and I mean that.
I pick on you in the show too.
I know you do. He picks on me. That's how I came to see him the first time.
And everyone was like, "Are you going to do the joke?" And I said, "Yeah." I had a feeling that you would probably find it funny because
Of course, I've got.
And you were great. You gave me a video response, which is even better than my joke.
I live down the block. I'm coming to get you.
And I had 2 hits. Fuck you. It was great.
But
that's the people that I pick on. It's funny. I just had this discussion the other day with someone about that.
The old Don Rickles, you never pick on the little guy. Yeah. Remember that?
Love him.
Yeah.
Fuck. Right? You're brilliant. But no, I do. I pick on everyone in my show that I pick on is because I like them. I pick on all the country people that I pick on is because I admire them and their music. Jeff Gordon, NASCAR driver, totally pick on him. He came to the show. What the fuck? Why can't you make the Earnhardt joke? The joke is everyone wipes out a NASCAR. I show Dale Jr. like a big wipe out in a car, and I see Jimmy Johnson wiping out, and then Jeff Gordon's a figure skater wiping out. And he goes, "What the fuck? Why are you making me a figure skater?" I'm like, "Because that's what's funny." He goes, "But it's not funny because they think I'm gay." I'm like, "Stop it!"
Oh, come on, Jeff.
He's always the NASCAR crowd's always thought I'm gay. But I said, "But you're not, or are you? Are you? No." So Doug, take it easy.
Yeah.
It's all joke. So,
but a grand. And I'm not just blowing smoke.
Yeah, talk more about me.
I've sent so many people to see the show because it's just you come to town and it's fun, it's good natured, it's just, and you laugh every night. I don't know how you did it on a knee board though. That's a credit to you.
Well, it was I didn't miss one show. It happened. I broke it, and then I was literally laying there in the hospital. And the doctor went away and he came back, and I said, he walked back in. I said, "Please tell me it's not broken." He goes, "It's broken." I go, "No." And then he said, "No weight bearing. You're going." I said, "Okay, so I can still walk." He's like, 12 weeks. I go, "Wait, 12 weeks?" He goes, "Yeah." I go, "What do you mean you said no weight bearing?" 12 weeks. He goes, "Yeah." So I called my people, and kind of tell them what happened, and they're like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I broke my first leg of my fucking vacation." I said, "Yeah, I broke it first day of the trip." And they're like, "What do you mean you broke your leg snowboarding?" Because I did it years ago.
Right.
So I had so much smart. I drink smart water. It doesn't do anything. But it sure as shit broke my. And so the doctors, 12 fucking weeks. I'm like, what am I? So everyone's freaking out.
Yeah.
So the carrot beta carrot team, they're all freaking out. So I said, made that up. So I said, "Dude," which is my entire. This more than anything, but I've always had that mentality. I'm like, "Dude, everyone breathe. We're gonna fucking figure it out. that's what you do. You can't freak out. So I'm sitting with literally a cast on. I said, we're going to figure this out. How? I said, we'll figure it out. So I looked online, got an e-scooter, and I came in and rehearsed 2 nights here. Panicked the crap out of me because it was just not. It was
yeah, you're going around.
No, the whole thing, and I did.
You must have made some jokes out of it.
Oh, of course I did. It was 30 minutes on it. I just 30 minutes of jokes, but it worked, and then that was and everybody was like, "Holy shit!" And then they made a joke tonight. I think we're gonna keep your leg broken. You're funny on a scooter. Yeah. I think I'm funnier on a scooter. But
all right,
even comments.
I we're gonna because it's time to go. Oh no! You want to know what Carrot Top thinks about Queen, and what I think about Queen, and our experiences with Queen, and Carrot Top's personal relationship with Brian May and Roger Meadows Taylor? Well, then you are gonna have to check out the bonus stuff, which is for you subscribers. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe, and you can access the bonus stuff too, okay? So until next time, have a great week. This is I Want to Talk.
20 minutes. And I was opening for this famous comedian at the time, or well-known. And so I went down to the comedy club, and I didn't have to do this. And she said, well, you talk to your buddy. So I talked to her buddy, and she said, do a little bit of your act. And I did a little bit of act and kind of showed what I was doing. I did my little props, and I got done, and she's like, this is just not a joke. She said, this is a good example of what you don't want to do.
No.
Swear to God. And I remember thinking, you got to be fucking kidding me.
Brought you there, asked you to do a little bit of act, and said,
and the guys that I did, all the comics, they were like, they loved it. They were like, this is cool because it's so different. I had a hanger for Katharine Hepburn. They went, it was just weird shit that I used to do back then. And the comics were loving it. And I said, I was just telling them how I've been on the road for. Yeah, she said that she did. She
who was this person?
I won't say, but I just
no. I mean, but what was she?
Well, she booked the comedy clubs, and she knew nothing about comedy.
Yeah.
I mean,
she didn't know. Yeah.
Because I'm saying
those who can't book,
but it was amazing because I'm thinking I'm already proven that I'd done well, and I did successful enough where I was doing this. And she literally, put me right. And I was like, kind of like that's the only thing. And here's not a joke. So go all the way back from that. This is when I was really young. So I played this huge theater, like 4,000 seat theater, on Halloween night in Orlando, and she came to it and came backstage. This is the hometown, so there's like a couple hundred people. Way after. There's like a couple hundred people at my meet and greet because it's my hometown.
Right.
And we had drinks, and we had a whole bunch of, because it was my home. We don't do it every night, but it was my hometown, so we had a huge meet.
He does it every night.
Yeah,
You should see this room. And this is, I feel.
The strippers were here earlier. They're gone now.
Yeah. Anyway, he has his own party room.
But everyone kept saying, "Oh, this is your way to tell her to go fuck herself." I said, "No. What I just did was what said it." She sat there with 4,000 people, sold out, standing ovation, and she sat there going, "Oh fuck!" And that was my way of saying "fuck you." I didn't want to walk her and say, "How about that?" I just said, "You know what?" She's right now sitting there going, "Oh shit."
Yeah, that is cool. See,
there was another guy.
I have too much. And
I know.
No.
I don't have that in me though.
But it's better.
Not a rock star. That's why I'm a comedian.
No, but he's better.
No,
he's better. No, because it's this inner anger, and you don't have to say. You don't have to. He didn't have to say. I don't have to say "fuck you." Just by existing, and being successful. That's the fuck you.
Yeah, I thought
but I, for some reason, feel like I ought to say fuck you, just in case you didn't know. I'm doing this a lot, this show. But I like the way it looks.
But the show and my show and my performance was my.
Yeah.
But you know what's funny? That's why I'm not a rock star, probably, because I'm such a mellow guy. Like I don't have any really, even like I'm really mellow. I'm just kind of like, dude, man, I just kind of go through my day.
No, but it comes across in your show. It's and this show, we've seen a lot of comedians, and there's a lot of funny comedians out there. And Carrot's show is different, but it is one of the funnest, nights out. It's just a good time, and I mean that.
I pick on you in the show
And
too.
I know you do. He picks on me. That's how I came to see him the first time.
And everyone was like, "Are you going to do the joke?" And I said, "Yeah." I had a feeling that you would probably find it funny because
Of course, I've got.
And you were great. You gave me a video response.
Yes.
Which is even better than my joke.
I live down the block. I'm coming to get
Yeah,
you.
and I had 2 hits. Fuck you. It was great.
But
that's the people that I pick on. It's funny. I just had this discussion the other day with someone about that. They
the old Don Rickles, you never pick on the little guy. Yeah. Remember that?
Love him.
Yeah.
Oh
God.
fuck! Right? You're brilliant. But no, I do. I pick on everyone in my show that I pick on is because I like them. I pick on all the country people that I pick on is because I admire them and their music. Jeff Gordon, NASCAR driver, totally pick on him. He came to the show. What the fuck? Why can't you make the Earnhardt joke? The joke is everyone wipes out a NASCAR. I show Dale Jr. like a big wipe out in a car, and I see Jimmy Johnson wiping out, and then Jeff Gordon's a figure skater wiping out, and he goes, "What the fuck? Why are you making me a figure skater?" I'm like, "Because that's what's funny." He goes, "But it's not funny because they think I'm gay." I'm like, "Oh, stop it!"
Oh, come on,
No, but
Jeff.
he's always the NASCAR crowd's always thought I'm gay. But I said, "But you're not, or are you? Are you?" No. So Dougie, take it easy.
Yeah.
It's all joke. So,
but a great. And I'm not just blowing
let's go.
smoke.
Yeah, talk more about me.
I've sent so many people to see the show because it's just you come to town and it's fun, it's good natured, it's just and you laugh every night. I don't know how you did it on a knee board though. That's a credit to you.
Well, it was.
weeks?
I didn't miss one show. It happened. I broke it, and then I was literally laying there in the hospital. And the doctor went away and he came back, and I said, he walked back, and I said, "Please tell me it's not broken." He goes, "It's broken." I go, "No." And then he said, "No weight bearing, you're gone." I said, "Okay, so I can still walk." He's like, 12 weeks. I go, "Wait, 12 weeks?" He goes, "Yeah." I go, "What do you mean you said no weight bearing?" 12 weeks. He goes, "Yeah." So I called my people, and kind of tell them what happened, and they're like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I broke my first leg of my fucking vacation." I said, "Yeah, I broke it first day of the trip." And they're like, "What do you mean you broke your leg snowboarding?" Because I did it years ago.
Right.
So I had so much I drink smart water. It doesn't do anything. But it sure as shit broke my. And so the doctors, 12 fucking weeks. I'm like, what am I? So everyone's freaking out.
Yeah.
So the carrot beta carrot team, they're all freaking out. So I said, made that up. So I said, "Dude," which is my entire. This more than anything, but I've always had that mentality. I'm like, dude, everyone breathe. We're gonna fucking figure it out. I mean, that's what you do. You can't freak out. So I'm sitting with literally cast on. I said, "We're gonna figure this out." How? I said, "We'll figure it out." So I looked online, got an e-scooter, and I came in and rehearsed 2 nights here. Panicked the crap out of me because it was just not. It was
Yeah, you're going around.
No, the whole thing, and I did.
You must have
and
made
then
some
the
jokes
first show,
out of it.
Oh, of course I did. It was 30 minutes on it. I just 30 minutes of jokes, but it worked, and then that was and everybody was like, "Holy shit!" And then they made a joke tonight. Go, "I think we're gonna keep your leg broken. You're funny on a scooter." I think I'm funnier on a scooter, but
all right,
even comments.
I literally we're gonna because it's time to go. Oh no! You want to know what Carrot Top thinks about Queen, and what I think about Queen, and our experiences with Queen, and Carrot Top's personal relationship with Brian May and Roger Meadows Taylor? Well, then you are going to have to check out the bonus stuff, which is for you subscribers. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe, and you can access the bonus stuff too, okay? So until next time, have a great week. This is I Want to Talk.